to our guest later about that. I'm into this, exercise and stuff.
But exercises give you endorphins, makes you happy.
Coming to the exercise, you got to hit the resolutions first, isn't it?
Yep. What's the number, and why weight loss leads to weight gain eventually?
We're there. We all have been there. 22829062, 22823043, Malaysia. Give us a call. Talk to us. If you're online with us, tell us what is that resolution that you have that you've not achieved last year, which you hope to achieve this year, and you want to carry forward, or possibly, like we mentioned to Irfan Kari about 2 days back, do you want to just completely wipe that slate clean and take up a new resolution altogether, but determined this time?
It
really
comes
determined.
with challenges and obstacles you have to overcome. So to know more about that, we have Mr. Muhammad Marzuki Muhammad, who's a NLP trainer and meta coach. I'm really intrigued with a meta coach. What exactly does a meta coach do?
A meta coach, basically what he does is that help a person go through the matrix of the mind to clear out the things that prevent you from getting to where you want to go.
Okay, you and I need a session with you after this.
Yes.
Right after the show. Don't go away.
Alright, so we normally talk about how we can achieve resolutions, but today's topic, New Year resolutions that don't work, that's a hint of pessimism, and it gives a bit of a jolt inside. So, why do you choose this topic, to share with our viewers today?
So first of all, good morning to all our viewers.
Happy New
Thank you for having me here.
Our pleasure.
The reason why I chose that topic is that because people are all gung-ho about New Year, and they'll go through a list of 5,555 things that they want to achieve in this New Year.
They would achieve one out of that.
That'll be good.
Yes, odds are they would, or may not.
What happens is that after a couple of months, and it starts to go away, and they forget about it, and by the end of the next year, that year, they'll go, so guilty, I didn't achieve any of those. Does that sound familiar?
Very, very. What do you mean this way? No, it's this way.
So how come some goes straight from what we wanted to?
Exactly, that's the question. I mean, the reason why I chose a topic, New Year resolutions don't work, is that because it doesn't work. You need to work the resolutions.
There you go.
The resolutions don't work by itself. You need to work it. So that's why when we talk about New Year resolutions, it's good for you to look into how many of those resolutions that you have in the past year that do work for you.
Well,
I mean,
guess
not everything doesn't work.
maybe that's why some people actually do not want to make resolutions. I think this we spoke about last year when there was somebody who told me they only make resolutions like a month resolution.
Okay.
They only do it every month.
Short term.
Short term. Major short term, right? It's like, okay, this month this is what I want to achieve. And they'll just do that.
Okay.
And if they don't achieve it within that month, they just extend it, conveniently extend it to another month.
Flexible.
But this is something that is doable, isn't it? I mean, you work yourself monthly instead of like a...
Exactly. I mean, the question is, what works for you?
Right.
For some people, they put a 1-year resolution, it works for them.
Right.
By all means, continue doing that. For some people, that doesn't work. They need to work on a short-term basis. So the question is, what works and what doesn't work? So that's what at the core of neurosemantic NLP is all about, is that each and every one of us, we operate in a different way. You operate in a different way to everyone is different. The question is, do you have enough flexibility to look into yourself and to monitor what works and what doesn't work, and to focus on the strategies that you're using that works for you. One of the major reasons why resolutions don't work is that because people lose attention. And that comes out of the lack of intention for that particular resolution.
Right.
Let's take the example of resolution of working out, weight loss.
We're on that major subject.
Top 3 every single
Two women on the show, and what else is important?
So the question is, what is the quality of your intention for that particular resolution? Because your attention is influenced by your intention. When you have a strong, empowering intention for something, then your attention is focused to achieving it. But when you have a very weak intention, weight loss, we need to get our weight down, everybody's talking about it, okay, I'm going to have a resolution of weight loss. Your intention is just follow others. Very low intention, and that is why after about 2
3
days
months.
of working out.
2 weeks. Okay, you're very pessimistic. We'll be nice to them. Say 1 month.
That's why
just
all these gyms, they do know that in January there is a flurry of activity of people signing up.
Right, major influx there.
Major influx. By April, it's all gone.
Yeah. They even introduced a 3-month trial membership kind of thing.
Yes.
So because they know it doesn't really. Oh wow! All right.
The reason being because the majority of these people, they decide to have this weight loss New Year resolution because it's good to have other people are having that. So when the intention is low, the attention that they give it is also short term. The key thing is to develop your intention higher, because if weight loss is important to you, then you want to be able to develop that to a higher level. For example, if let's say weight loss is important to you, why is it important to you?
I gotta look good, man.
Okay.
I gotta look good for my job. I gotta look good for myself, basically. I think it's for myself. If it was for me, I would say it's for myself, because I want to feel healthy. I want to feel good.
So you want to feel healthy.
I don't want to look into the mirror and look at tires. I want to look at a really nice me.
So when you're able to see that really nice you, so why is that important to you?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I haven't gone that far.
Remember,
For
that's
me,
the
it was
question
just,
that you guys
you know,
should ask yourselves as
I know.
well.
For me, it was just just looking good and feeling good about myself.
Yeah. So why is
And
it
not
important?
have others give me comments, which I've got lately. Ooh, looking very prosperous, Annie. You kind of have a bang there when somebody says that, no?
Having said that, let's talk about support system. You know, you have this goal, you have all the gears to actually achieve it, but you know, people around, you know, how far does that actually intervene with our resolutions?
Oh yes, that also impacts you, because when your intention is low, you don't have strong enough support system. That's when your attention goes away. So when you develop a strong, empowering intention of working out, of losing weight, you don't really need the external factors, because it is your intention that drives you.
So basically it's being focused.
Yes.
That's the attention part, isn't it?
That's the
You're being
attention
focused
part.
in what you want to do.
Exactly.
Now I think that's the biggest challenge everyone has. You are focused. I don't think we can deny that. We get focused, you know, we say, yes, I want to do this. Okay, weight loss is something that women and men a lot these days, they're concerned with.
Exactly.
But the focus is there. However, as we mentioned earlier, by April, it just dies off, because what happens is your life starts getting into full swing,
Yes.
and you constantly come up with excuses. Oh, it's raining. Oh, I really didn't bring my full gear. Oh, I wish I could go, but I'm not in that direction.
I have an open house.
I have an open house. I want to eat the laddus, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that suddenly falls into place, and you constantly come up with excuses. Then what can we do? I mean, do we put up a paper and put it, you know, sort of slap it on the car and say, okay, this is what I got to read every day? What is it that you would recommend?
So the thing is that, as I mentioned to you, is to develop the intention, stronger intention, because when your intention of doing something is just meeting the basic needs, you know, the lower needs, the physiological needs, how you look, the social need, the safety need, the esteem need. When it is just meeting those lower needs, the intention is not strong enough until you link it to a higher need. For example, looking good is about being healthy. It is about being able to serve. When I'm healthy, I'm able to serve others better, because I have more energy, so that I can be more a stronger support for my family, to be able to take care of when I have grandchildren. I'll be able to take care of them better. So the moment you start to link in with the higher need, the meta need, the need of doing something to others, then that's when that ladu comes, you feel, oh, it's going to prevent me from playing with my grandchild. So that will become a system, check and balance for the system, because now it is not just about you, it is about others as well. So when you are doing something for you and for others, now I'm not saying that you should not forget about you, because you is very important. Know the reason why you want to do it for yourself and for others. Once you have that, you have greater energy, you have greater focus, you have greater attention of doing it.
So interesting.
That is a skill, the skill of building your intention.
How do you develop that into building or setting realistic goals? Sometimes, we have big aims in life. As you progress, you want greater things. But how do you keep your feet rooted to the ground and make it realistic so it's achievable?
Yeah, that comes to the second part of the second point about keeping to resolutions, is that when you want to do something, the next part is to ask yourself, how am I going to be able to do it? Do I have enough resources? What resources do I need? So we come into the question of competency. So when people put out a resolution out there, not knowing that they don't have the competency to do it, that's when they start to do something and do it, and they're not getting any results. Because when people are not competent enough, good intention is not enough. Yeah, you may have all the good intention about doing something. When you're not competent enough to do it, you don't get the results. And after some time, you just get frustrated. So when I talk about competency, it is not just the knowledge and skill of the external of doing it, it is also the internal. Let me give you an example, what I mean by internal. I have a friend of mine who talks about wanting to work out, and then every time that she looks at her treadmill, it looks so big and so far away. And all the voices about if you don't work out, you are going to have all of this heart disease. And so she was using the wrong strategy for working out. Because when she does the things that she do very well, for example, she loves giving presentation to her colleagues, to her workmates, and when she gives those presentations, she looks forward to them being enthused about that presentation. So her strategy is what we call going towards. When she thinks about the wonderful outcomes, she's triggered. Enthused. She's triggered. But when she wants to work out, she's using a wrong strategy for her. She's thinking about, if I don't exercise, I'm going to be sick. So that
completely negative approach coming in.
So
what would be good for her would be put the treadmill there, get on it, and then talk to the people. That might work. A 2-in-1.
Absolutely. We have a caller online. Hello, good morning.
Hi.
Hello.
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 Hi. Who's that?
This is Alex.
Hi, Alex. Hi. Can you just share with us, resolutions wise, why doesn't it work?
What, I beg your pardon?
Why some resolutions do not actually, are not actually achievable?
Well, some people, when they make resolutions, they're not really serious about it. They just make resolutions because everyone else is making one. So they don't really have a focus. They don't know what they want to achieve. And maybe sometimes what they dream of are just dreams and not really practical resolutions.
Oh, all right.
So being realistic is, of course, an important part in setting the goals,
Yeah, and also being realistic, knowing that what you can achieve and what are just, pipe dreams.
What's your New Year resolution?
My resolution is to be better, naturally.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and also I've got resolutions for my work, that I want to work harder, and I hope that I will be able to achieve more than what I did last year.
That would be awesome.
Well, 2013 is going to be awesome for you.
Yeah, wishing you all the best, Alex. Thank you so much for calling us.
Have a good day now.
See you.
Yeah, so again, setting realistic goals and having the know-how to actually execute those plans.
Yes. So the question is, what is realistic?
I like the fact that you're going deeper and deeper into what is
stumped every time.
Can you imagine? It's interesting. He pumps in a question, but it's interesting because you tend to think about this. It sort of gets you, like you don't think about it, isn't it? Oh yeah, what is realistic?
So how do you know what's realistic? And
those are in the matrix of the mind.
Right.
What is realistic is not for somebody to tell you what is realistic. The question is, what is the strength of your intention? And something could be so very big that somebody else say it's not realistic for you, but if a person is committed to achieving that and then applying the skills of strategizing in achieving that goal can become realistic. Because the first part is to question yourself, where am I now, and where do I want to go? And from there, you know the gap. once you know the gap, you can ask yourself, so what resources and competencies do I need in order to close the gap?
Yeah.
So that will tell you whether the goal that you have is realistic or not.
How interesting. So you're achievable if it's focused and you're determined about it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And thinking how it affects people as a whole, not just yourself, and
Yes.
being more open to people. All right, wow.
How interesting is that?
I hope that kicks off your morning.
I know. We'd love to keep you longer, but we're running out of time. But very quickly, quick advice that you can give our viewers out there. Where can they start?
So the first place to start is with yourself.
Okay.
To identify what it is that you want for yourself for this year, and then ask yourself the question to clarify your intention. Ask the question that I asked you just now. So why is that important to me? Whatever answer that you get to that question, ask that question again. And why is that important to me? So you are going up the higher and higher levels of meaning for wanting that particular resolution to come out for you. Only then you become more resolute in your resolution.
The clarity is there.
The clarity is there.
Thank you so much,
All right,
Mr.
thank
Muhammad
you.
Zuki. That question will be utilized in all aspects of decision making from now on. Why is it important to you? 6 small
Yes.
words,
And
but
you
they
just
bring
keep
huge impact to you.
Putting the whys next to you. Why? One why does not work for it.
It's
All
like
right.
Inception, going 3-4 levels up.
Exactly.
All right,
And getting into your, into that mind of yours.
Yeah.
So yes, Malaysia, if you are determined, as Encik Marzuki said, you get yourself focused, you get yourself determined on what you want to achieve, and if it's realistic, shorter, simpler, it might just be able to be, you might just be able to achieve it.
Yep. Nasri Dalima coming right up. Stay with us on Hello.
Oh yeah, see you in a bit.